Welcome to, Happy New Year to everybody. Welcome to the Fleet Tweezers channel with Alan from the channel, and also my opponent, Jordan McMullen. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. So long to 2020.
That's right. It's been a little while on this game. I had to kind of pack away everything to accommodate my daughter. She took the spare room in the house over Christmas and New Year's, so couldn't really do very much on the channel, I'm afraid. But hopefully you guys are out there, and we'll crack on with what here. It's kind of towards the end of the game, but I think we're going to go for the full length probably. Yeah, we'll see what happens. If everyone remembers, we are on what turn is it, Jordan?
It is the 13th AM turn.
Yeah, day 13 AM. That's right. Yeah, and so we've got a lot of action up near Iceland, in this area. And by the way, if anybody can just drop into the chat and say, they can hear and hear us, etc., that'll be good, and can see everything. That'll be great. And of course, you're looking at my screen rather than Jordan's, so his pieces are hidden as much as they can be. But everything's focused on this German task force near Iceland, which is trying to get away, I suspect, as quickly as it possibly can.
Yes.
And the home fleet is, pun intended, homing in on it. Right. So anyway, let's crack on.
Funny.
So yeah, thank you. It's a new year, Anyway, right, let's crack on. So the first thing, of course, we do is our wonderful, very boring weather table, which isn't very boring, but our dice rolling on it has been. Our 2d10 to see what's happening. And I think, Jordan, you don't want it to be clear. You don't want it to be fair, do you?
No, I do not. I would go for some gales right about now.
Yeah. Can the scenario called equinoctial gales, PQ-13, actually come to your aid now and actually
Yes.
justify its naming? Here we go with 2d10. Oh no, I'm afraid it's boring. It's our reduced visibility, which is slightly helpful anyway. So, but not the fog we had before, which was quite good for you. But no, we're still on reduced visibility. Right, my random events. Let's see how we go here. So we have a 9, and looking on our chart for a 9. One thing I must say throughout playing all this is that it's amazing the amount of times that I pick the wrong player aid card, so that I always look at the table with on the wrong side. So whenever I'm looking stuff up for the Axis for Jordan, I always pick up the Allied table. And when I'm looking up for myself, I always pick up the Axis one. So it's, anyway, where are we? 9. 9 is HFDF. So that's the direction finding.
Oh, lovely.
Select one Axis for it at sea to immediately increase its ID level by 1. Okay. Well, guess which one? Actually,
well,
it's a
my
3
task
anyway.
force is already at 3.
Oh, that's true. So it's a little bit cluttered here. So I'm just going to move my shadowing aircraft. We've got a wolf pack at 2. Got a wolf pack at 1. We might select the guys at 0709, I think. The blank block at 0709.
0709, all right.
Yeah, it goes to ID 0 as it's unidentified. Oh, so some more U-boats. Okay. Well, let's just switch our shadower back in. So yeah, it's at 0, not 1.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it improves by 1 if it was already spotted, or if it was unidentified, it goes to 0. So
I see. Okay.
Kind of get a look. And ID 0 gives me. I mean,
Okay.
it's submarines basically. I don't think you need to tell me anything more. Total number of counters. Oh no, ID 0. Actually, ID 0 didn't tell me anything because it's just yeah, something's there. So it's a wolf pack. That's all I can really tell for ID 0. Good. Right. So that's our excuse me. That's our random event segment. Photo reconnaissance. It's day. I'm not sure I'll bother with the mosquitoes. It's not telling me anything new, so we'll skip that. Naval movement. So ID 0 forces stand upright. So have I got anybody exposed here? Oh yeah, these guys. So these guys are mask up. And I don't think you can see any more of mine, can you? No. That'll make pretty much everybody on my side.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Everyone's.
Do you want to split naval forces? No, not really. And I can then. Right. Let's zoom in here to the interesting area. Yeah. So. So I suppose what I should be doing here on moving naval forces is to move these guys in here. That guy there. That guy there. That guy there. That guy there. This guy. And actually what I will do is yeah, I'll move that guy there. That guy there. Right. I think we're okay with all that. They're not moving. I think I'll keep that there. And that's all I need to do, I think. So, okay, there's no ID to reduce. No, so air movement segment. So I think what we will be doing is we'll be moving speculatively, moving our albacore bombs into this space. That guy is shadowing. Air sector Iceland will.
I'm not sure if it's coming through the stream or not, but your audio is a little choppy right now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's been like popping in and out.
Oh, has it? Yeah. Apologies. Let's see. Seems to be a little temperamental.
Yeah, you sound okay now.
Yeah, is that okay?
Yep.
Yeah, apologies for that. I'm actually using an old device. It's like one of these Polycom business a USB system. So you've got the speaker, and you've got sort of sound control and stuff, and you've got the built-in sort of dual stereo microphones as well. So it should be better, but maybe it's getting a little bit long in the tooth. I've had it quite a few years. Okay. Other air movements. So we have. Oh yes, our shadower is staying shadowing. Air sector Iceland's going there, and Soviet's not doing anything. So that's a choice right, actually. That's on 1. Actually, I think I'll put it there. Actually, yeah, sector Iceland. Right, okay. That's my air movement. So reconnaissance segment. So let's do the critical one, shall we? We'll do hex 0608. I'll look at TF2.
Okay.
So we're on a reduced visibility. I'll cut my cards and we shall reshuffle them. And so we're on day, reduced visibility, both for Task Force 2. Although he's on 3 anyway, so I don't suppose it's that big a deal. Day, both, reduced visibility is a U +2, so I don't think you can go any. ID4 is only possible, I think, through combat, I think.
This was in 0609 or 0608?
0608 is your Task Force 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's definitely seen. The shadowing continues, but I kind of know what's in there anyway, so let's not worry. And for the wolf pack, same again. So day, both, reduced visibility is blank, so nothing happens there. Okay. Other places. So your wolf pack 8 in where is it?
0709.
That's right. So we've got same again. Reduced visibility both in day. Day is a U +1.
Okay.
So he goes up to a 1. But I can't shadow it because he's a wolfpack. So ASX Hudson goes home. Also in.
Do I have to tell you anything at 1?
1. Yeah, if you didn't have to tell me anything on 0, did you? So 1. Total number of warship counters, ±50%, and whether it's a big or small convoy. So I'm assuming it's not a big or small convoy. So
No.
number of counters, ±50%.
1 counter.
1 counter. Okay. Yeah, it's not surprising. Okay. Right. Okay, we're doing 0809 now. So,
okay.
So that is just a force day reduced visibility. Force day reduced visibility is an S. It's not shadowed, so we don't get anything there. And I think the last place would be your lot in 0609. So we'll do W5. So that's just force day reduced visibility. Force day reduced visibility is an S, so no, nothing. The top block, the northernmost block, same again, is nothing, and the block to the sort of southwest is visibility day both. Oh, it's a U +2. So that guy there, just highlighted.
The one to the southwest, you said?
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah, W. That's it. That's the one. So he's a 2. Okay. So lots of submarines here.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Right, so that's my reconnaissance, I think. Anything else to do? There's no other hexes that we share. So, right, moving on from reconnaissance, we've got the air combat segment. So, I'm going to do an air attack on Task Force 2 with my Albacores. So they have to find you.
Yep.
You are ID 3 at the moment. Bring the cards back, and we're looking for anything really that other than a dash, I think.
Blank.
So this is
blank.
air only. Yeah, hopefully. This is air reduced visibility day to spot, and air reduced visibility day. We have an aircraft symbol. Which,
Oh.
I can't remember now.
If they're being shadowed, I think.
As long as treat this as a U, unless you've got an aircraft carrier there. I don't think you have. So that's a U.
No, I do not.
Okay, so they did find you. So
Bummer.
the Albacore torpedo bombers are coming back in, and so we switch to the battle display, and you need to put your guys out. If you can put it in your screening section, and I'll put my bombers in the torpedo attack so they can line up properly.
Okay.
You've got your anti-aircraft first.
There we are.
Okay, so bring my albacores up. I think. So what have we got here? So you've got flak there, star flak there. Okay, so I'll send the one against the destroyers, or the torpedo boats. Interesting enough, the torpedo boats actually have a flak value, whereas the destroyers don't. Wow. And we'll send the two against you know who. Right, so your flak shots, your AA defense. So which one do you want to do first?
We will protect the Admiral Scheer first.
Okay, so it just fires its one. So you've got one dice on the ACAC table. And versus torpedo attacks, you got a +1.
Okay. So it's a +2 or a plus?
Just a +1
only. Just a +1.
One,
okay.
one dice with a +1.
So the one only affects the number of dice you roll,
That's
like the
correct.
flak rating. Okay.
Yeah. So you could have had 2 dice if the torpedo boats could have lent their flak, but they're being attacked as well. So they have to defend themselves, kind of thing. So you've got 1 dice from the Scheer, +1 because it's the torpedo attack.
Okay.
Again. So 1d10.
1d10.
A 3 is no good. That's a 4. You needed at least an 8. And your torpedo bombers. Same deal.
Or the torpedo boats? Yep.
Yeah. So the star from the destroyers can't help because it's only a star. Well, they can help, but a star doesn't add to a number. A star is okay on its own. So you're 1 dice +1 again for torpedo attack.
Okay. 4 again.
So the guns are pointing the wrong way. Must be the reduced
Apparently.
visibility. Okay, so torpedo attack table. So I've got two points of albacores coming in at the Admiral Scheer, so I get 2 dice, I believe. I get a +2 because you're crippled, and that's it, I believe. Yeah. So 2 dice +2 on each.
Is there any evasive maneuvers?
There's an evasion marker, but that's on surface combat.
I see.
So it's assuming you're trying to dodge, but being crippled, it's a little tricky.
Yes.
Kind of sitting duck kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, not quite, but yeah. Anyway,
German ships that have it.
2 dice with +2 on them, so we have a 6 and an 8, which becomes an 8 and a 10, both of which are successes.
Oh no!
Ouch. So torpedo damage table on a BC.
Oh god.
So they're certainly going to be hits here. That'll be that's 2d10, I suppose. So 2 hits, 2d10. We have a 5 and an 8. A 5 is 2 damage, and an 8 is 4 damage. think that puts paid to, unfortunately, Mr. Admiral Scheer.
Yeah, I only have 4.
Yeah, so that's 6. So hang on. But there is something special that does happen with these big ships, though. When they take damage. Okay, so do you have 2 combat strength difference between any of your steps? So if we, it just goes 4, 3, 2, 1.
The steps on the end, yeah.
Yeah, it just goes 4, 3, 2, 1. So there isn't any 2-step moves. Okay. So no, many surface ships reduced to exactly 0 combat strength are not automatically sunk without at least 1 additional hit. Okay, so you are going to be on 0, aren't you? You started with 4. Oh no, it's even. No, I got 6 hits, didn't I? That was 4 plus 2 is 6. No, that goes beyond that. To exactly 0. No, you're beyond that. So.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think.
She gone?
She is gone. Yes. The ripped her open, I'm afraid. Yes. Yeah. It's if it was 4 hits, it would be dead in the water, and you would have to take it under tow. And if you didn't, then it would sink anyway. At the end of the turn. But as it is, no, that albacore attack was quite devastating. Okay, so yeah, he disappears, and slight insult to injury. I've still got my albacores to attack your torpedo boats as well.
Yes, this whole last couple turns will be insult to injury.
Yeah, indeed. Oh well. Okay, so I've got a 1d10 on that.
Do I just move this to the dead pile, or how do I?
Yes, indeed. Well, what I've done is I've put them at the top of my force display above my turn track. But I mean, you can do what you like with it, really. But just so that
that's fine.
It's out of the way. But that's 1 less pocket battleship to
the Admiral Scheer.
So
waves.
Well done, A32 Squadron of Fleet Air Arm from HMS Victorious, I think it is. Done very well. Now let's see what 807 can do. And so it's 1d10, and you are. No. There's no. Yeah, there's no modifier. So 1d10. A 6 is a miss, and they fly home.
Okay, so now that it's not crippled, the task force can move at full speed, correct?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Indeed. And also, I believe, because you were on low fuel, weren't you?
I am on critical fuel.
Critical fuel. So I think if you're... No, it still counts for the little ships, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I think. Just checking a couple of things here. Yep, afraid so. Yep, no, they're still plodding because they haven't got enough fuel to zip, unfortunately. Okay.
So they can only move 1 now, or can they still move?
No, if you're critical fuel.
Well, because I'm not technically at critical fuel yet.
Oh, okay.
I still have 3 turns.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, if you're not at,
Oh, okay.
so you're at fuel danger.
Yeah, I'm at field danger.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yes, so you can do whatever you like, but just aware if you try and go 3. But yes, you can speed up. Absolutely, you can go to
Okay.
2 or 3. Yes. Sorry, if you're actually on critical fuel, then that would be a problem.
Sorry, that was my fault. I made that a little bit confusing.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Right, so that is my air combat, I think. Yes, that's my air combat segment. So, submarine combat. That I have no submarine combat. Surface combat. Well, actually, I have 2 task forces here, which may well want to bully your remaining ships in task force 2.
Just let them live.
There was a lot of. He did a lot of damage to a lot of merchant ships. There's going to be some revenge here. So I've got 2 task forces I can do this with. So we'll do the first one, which is the bottom one. This guy, and so we will attempt to search. Well, we just follow the oil slick, I think.
Oh, very funny! Ha ha ha!
Various floating debris, so it's a force reduced visibility day for task force 1. Force reduced visibility day is a U, unfortunately. So that finds. Now I think with a second task force, I believe I don't roll for him, but he can join in the second and later rounds if there are second and later rounds, I think. Just check. No, I can't. Yeah, I can roll for them as well. If they don't join, they could join in the second round. So the second task force here, we will do a card for him, and that's force day reduced visibility is a 2. You're a 3. So yes, they can join in.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Well, having taken a bit of a beating so far in this game,
yes, I'm sure you're enjoying this.
I'm absolutely enjoying it. Yes, okay, so get our battle display up, and we're using it properly now. So deployment. What do we have in deployment? Well, I'll put everything in deployment. So you need to put everything in Task Force 2 on your deployment if you're going for the top. Yep. My stacking. Let me just check the stacking.
Oh, it's the renown.
It's the renown, yes. Okay, so up to 10 combat strength of convoy ships, 4 combat strength of light ships, otherwise not stacked. Okay, right, so we have, let's see, we are at maximum zoom here, but there's still quite little here, and we have Kent, we also have the Berwick and the London, And 2 torpedo boats. Okay. Right. So probably not as much as you thought, but
well,
it's enough.
It's still quite a lot.
It's still a lot, especially with your wonderful torpedo boats, Sans torpedoes at the moment.
Yes, I was too busy sinking shipping.
Well, yeah, it's a good thing. Just don't get caught, I think, is the lesson. Anyway.
Yes, well, I know that now.
You know that now. Okay, so right. So engagement we've done. This is first round. Then the defender, then the attacker may move any units not crippled or dead in the water from the deployment to the torpedo attack, screening, or withdrawal areas of the battle display. So what you could do is you could try and withdraw one of your units and screen with the other. You could try and withdraw both of them, which I think will give you some helping combat.
I'm definitely going to try and withdraw both of them.
Okay. You can also place evasion markers on them as well, which helps your defense but hinders your attack as well.
And so I have to either stay in deployment and place evasion markers.
No. You would have to. So from the deployment in the screening areas of the battle display, or place evasion markers.
Yep. So it's either withdraw or place evasion markers.
Yes.
I am going to withdraw.
Okay, that's fine. Then the attacker. So I'm going to certainly put the torpedo boats in my torpedo attack. Just wondering if I should send my destroyers in there as well, because I've got a decent gunnery against you anyway. Destroyers on destroyers is an 8. So yeah, no, I think that will be it for torpedo attack, and I'm not going to be screening from anybody. No, I might do actually. Let's put the destroyers in screening, so you can only attack them if you were going to attack.
If I was going to attack.
Well, I might be able to with the withdrawal area. Okay.
Is there an option to pick the largest ship and run my ships into it?
Well, you're currently trying to run away from them.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. One thing we do need to check, I forgot, is surprise.
Oh yes.
Night or poor weather. Did we decide whether reduced visibility was poor weather?
Yeah, I think poor weather is just anything other than fair.
I think that's right, yeah. Okay, so poor weather, yes, so there could be a surprise. So we need to roll on the surprise table. So let's do that. And surprise table. Yes, so roll 1 die and +1 for reduced visibility, -3 for day, and I think that's all. So it's a -2 on the dice, so it's very unlikely to surprise you. You can see me coming from a mile off, well, several miles off. So that's 1d10, and I think I need a 9, so an 8 is not good enough. So that becomes a 6, which is not good enough. Okay, so no surprise. I've got past that anyway. Both players assign. Right, so that's all that's done. Both players assign targets before firing. Enemy may not be targeted if they are screened. Every enemy unit not screened must be targeted before any. So So yeah, so you can fire back, but you won't get past my screen. So do you want to do simultaneous? Okay. So do you want to do yours first on me? So if I put my
that's fine.
Torpedo bombers to the side, so either of the destroyer groups or the torpedo bomber group, torpedo boat group, you can.
I suppose I'll just go. The torpedo boats will target the destroyers, and the destroyers will target the torpedo boats. Can I do that?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Either the destroyer unit or the torpedo unit.
Okay. So we've got four dice for the torpedo boats. Gunnery table.
Okay, so destroyers versus torpedo boats, yeah? So
yep.
That's an 8. And you've got a number of dice equal to your combat strength.
Okay, what do the brackets mean around
so
the 8? Oh, so torpedo range only.
Yeah, so... Oh, yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah, your torpedo... So, yes, they only fire torpedoes. So you could fire at my torpedo boats and you would be on a 9. Yes. Ah, no, gotcha. Torpedo range. So you would have to be on torpedo attack to fire at me. They got short range guns, I think, little pop guns.
Ah, okay.
So you need to be in torpedo attack for them to fire against cruisers and destroyers, but you could fire at my torpedo boats on a 9.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Yeah, I mean, rather than not firing at all, you might as well.
Yep.
Okay, so you're on a
so
9.
It's,
I think it's just
so both ships can have to fire at the torpedo boats, right?
No, your destroyers can fire at the destroyers or torpedo boats. There's no brackets.
Okay.
Yeah, they've got an 8 on either.
So, okay, so the torpedo boats will fire at the other torpedo boats.
Yes, and you've got 4 9s, is that?
Yep, 4 9s.
4 9s. Off you go. I don't. No, there's no. Yeah, there's no particular.
No modifiers.
No modifiers. No.
Okay, it's 4 dice.
It's tough enough already. Oh, 1 hit.
5, 9, 2, and a 1.
Okay, so 1 hit. So you hit one of the torpedo hits. Which is good because it's coming in for torpedo attack. So great. And then your destroyers.
Okay, the destroyers will target the other destroyers.
Okay, the group of 4 or the group of 2?
We'll target the group of 4.
Yeah, why not? Okay. So you're on an 8 with those.
Okay.
4 dice.
And no modifiers?
Well, no, not as far as I can see.
Okay. 8, 1, 6, and a 5.
So that's 1 hit as well. So that goes down to 3. Okay, so on my side, right. So gunnery, we have the battle cruiser first, which will go against the destroyers. So the Renown would fire 3 shots on 7s, and you are in the withdrawal area, so it's a -1 on the dice. Yeah, I think that's it. So 7, so 3 7s with a -1. So 1 hit. So one of your destroyers goes down from the Renown.
Okay.
I'll move him out of the way, just so I know. He's fired, and then the Edinburgh, which is a light cruiser. Well, cruisers are the same. Go against the destroyers again. That's 3 shots. The Kent is 3 shots. The Berwick is 3 shots, and the London is 3 shots. So that's 12 shots at 7 with a -1.
All targeting the destroyers.
Well, let's split it up a little bit because
Okay.
you never know. I might be lucky, and there might not be destroyers to fire at. But I do have to decide what goes where. So, yeah, it's a bit tougher with for the big guys to hit the torpedo boats is actually quite well no easier than the others. So I've actually got another 5 shots here. So if I dedicate the destroyers to the torpedo boats, so that's 5 shots. I'll have the London go against the torpedo boats as well. So it'll be like this pretty much. I'll get that guy out of the way. So your destroyers are on. Oh, I got the wrong way around. But anyway, the group to the right is hitting the torpedo boats, and the group to the left is hitting the destroyers. So that's 9 shots: Edinburgh, Kent, and Berwick.
Lovely.
So that's 9 shots. So let's do the and there is a -1. 9 shots. Here we go.
And you need a what?
I need a 7. -1. So an 8, really.
Hits.
So that's 2 hits. So 1 destroyer survives.
Okay.
And then the torpedo boats, I have how many shots is it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 8 shots. Needing an 8 with a -1, so I need 9s. I just want to hit those little guys. Difficult to hit them. So that's it's 8 shots with a -1, and we're looking for 9s. 1, 2, 3 9s. Oh, well, so
jolly good show.
3 torpedo boats down. So that's gunnery done. Then we have a torpedo attack for my 1 remaining torpedo boat.
Oh, it's still not over yet.
It's still not over. So torpedo. So defender first, but you don't have any torpedoes left. Okay. So hang on a minute. So I just spotted something that's a little bit odd.
What's that?
My torpedo boats seem to have a torpedo symbol on them. How very odd.
They do not have torpedo symbols on them.
Okay.
Was it in the errata?
I don't know. Yours do. Yeah. Yours actually. Yeah, yours has double, doesn't it? I don't have any.
Well, it would be such a shame if you don't have torpedoes on your torpedo boats.
Okay. So they might as well do a gunnery then on your torpedo boats. They'll do an 8.
I'll check a errata real quick.
Yeah, go for that. It's a little odd.
Yeah, that doesn't seem correct to me.
just while you're checking that, I'll look at the chat, see how things are going. Oh, Jim, thanks for stopping by. And yes, the Scheer did survive until 1944. British bombers in 1945. Well, this is a little bit early, unfortunately. When you're caught hanging around Iceland, rather than rather than in Kiel, it tends to accelerate the problem. But yeah, I mean, did a lot of damage. Did a lot of damage to QP6. So I'm not sure. I'd have to check the VPs, but I think a capital ship for the Germans losing is big VPs, I think. But too much of a good thing. Too much of a good thing. Out of date. So Jordan, you've replied. Out of date canvas torpedo bombers. Well, well, actually, yeah. I was looking at albacores are actually biplanes. They're like bigger swordfish. And actually, they stopped being used in 1943, whereas swordfish was still on operations, I think, in the Pacific up until 1944. So,
wow.
So actually, they were meant to replace swordfish and ended up being replaced by or being outlasted by swordfish. But yes, apparently they weren't much good, but they're good enough here. Good enough here. In fact, it was a sign of things to come with kind of the the Singapore with the Renown. I hope the guys in the Renown were watching what was going on here and trying to avoid the same fate. Which they did.
I'm checking errata, and it doesn't seem to have any counter errata.
Okay.
It's got
Well,
maybe
they don't. Maybe they don't.
Yeah.
Maybe it was an assumption by me, silly me. Okay, well we'll fire gunnery instead then. So we'll do we'll fire gunnery, which is 1 against your torpedo boat to torpedo boat is a 9. In fact, I can't hit you because you're withdrawing. So yeah, they don't do anything. So that's the end of the gunnery. So the torpedo attack. Don't need to do that anymore. And now we've got withdrawal. So either or both players may roll once on the withdrawal table. You must roll because you've lost a step since the battle began. I don't think you have a problem with that.
Nope,
So
I do not.
It's a D10. You need a 7 or greater. And are you faster than all enemy units? No. Reduce visibility a +1. So yeah, you've got a +1, and you need a 7 or greater, I think.
+1, 7 or greater. Okay.
Yeah.
And I roll 1 die for each.
No, you
ship?
roll 1 die, but there may
One
be
die,
different
okay.
modifiers for different types of ships. But I don't think in this case that actually counts because you're not faster than all your enemy units, and you're not a capital ship. So yeah, it's the same modifier. So just 1 dice roll for both of them.
Okay. And a 9.
A 9, you got away.
10.
You got away.
Yes, we got away.
Got away. Very good. Okay, so let's put our guys back, and so you need to be careful where these guys go. So 2 different task forces. So you got a couple of licks in anyway. You got to destroy a torpedo boat. No? Didn't do too badly, really. Considering a lot better than my convoy escorts anyway did in the reverse. Right, so that's surface combat over, I believe. And next, we've just got so yeah, that's ID of all forces to ID 3. So he needs to be unmasked. And oops, that way. Okay. And you're on 3 anyway, so that's fine. And combined forces, I'm not doing any of that. Okay. Your turn. Your
All right.
random event.
Okay. 2d10. 7.
Okay. Local weather. If it's fog, yeah, no, nothing. It's already reduced visibility, so yeah, nothing doing for you.
Okay. Then naval movement.
Naval movement.
1, 2.
Right. And I think the shadower goes with you. I think he's still within range. Yes.
Two. Actually, he can go. Start it there. He can make it up to here. All right, that's it for my naval movement.
Okay.
Then we'll do some aerial reconnaissance.
Yeah, air movement. Air movement.
Oh yes, air movement. My bad. My
Zoom
apologies.
out a little here.
Air sector Trondheim. There. Condor unit will go here. And what else is currently outside of range of air sector Barents? Yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay, so it's just those two at the moment.
Okay.
So we'll do hex 0809 first.
0809. Okay. So that's day, air, and
Reduced
reduced
visibility.
visibility.
It is a U with a +1, but there is a U-boat symbol behind it.
Okay. And it's not a U-boat. It is in fact a dummy. So,
Good.
get that out of the way.
Yep, all the dummies are good moves.
Okay.
All right, now the Condor is both.
Yep.
Day reduced visibility is a dash, so nothing.
Okay. He flies home. Okay.
All right, now my three.
The air combat.
My three.
Oh no, you've got.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you've got. Yeah, sorry. Your wolf packs, of course, can spot things. I mean, the task forces are a 3 anyway, so you can't improve it, but you can roll it anyway. You can pull a card anyway if you like.
What would be the purpose of that, though? I mean,
nothing really.
yeah. Okay. Okay, we'll just do. We'll do 0609. So I can pull 3 cards. Can I? Or no, it's just one force.
It's just one force. Yeah. So it's force versus it's per target rather than per searcher.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. I got those two mixed up.
No, that's right.
All right. So force reduced visibility day is nothing.
Okay.
Okay, I think
Well
that's
done.
all of my reconnaissance I can do.
Okay. So I don't believe there's a lot of air combat to do.
Nope.
So on to there's a possibility of submarine combat. So if anything, any of your wolf packs hadn't moved this turn, try and engage.
Yeah, so I have a.
I think it's W2 was already in the hex.
Yeah,
My
yeah, it
task
is.
forces.
I forgot that rule that they have to.
Well, you know.
I totally forgot.
Well, doesn't. Yeah.
Okay. But I did just have a question. I have some BF 109s
Yeah.
in Trondheim
Yes.
that have an air radius of, I think that's 4. Is it the bottom left number?
No, it's bottom
Or is
right.
that the
Bottom
right?
So
Oh,
for
okay.
one, yeah. So they're just the hex.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no scaring off that Catalina. All right.
No. This is way out to sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, just Wolfpack 2. We'll see if we can.
So you want to try and search for
the task forces.
Yeah, one of task force. So they're both at ID3. So the one with most of the stuff in is task force 5. Sorry, task force 1. Sorry, I said 5. Task force 1 is the one with. So the other just has 2 warship counters and 6 combat strength. That's task force 4. Task force 5. Sorry, task force 1. Really looks like a 5 with this move sim. Let me get to the roof. There we go. So task force 1 has the rest, which is 3 combat strengths of capital ship, 6 of cruiser, and bloody blah with the torpedo boats and the light ships. So
okay.
Who would you like to have a go at?
The question is, where's the aircraft carrier? I know there's an aircraft carrier. I just have to.
There was no aircraft carriers in them.
Oh, I thought you were sending torpedo bombers though that were based on an aircraft carrier.
Yes, but just not an aircraft carrier in that hex.
Oh.
They didn't fly. They didn't fly. They flew into the hex.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that's right. They have range.
Not a great deal of range, but sufficient.
All right. We'll just go after task force. We'll go after task force 4.
Okay.
We'll go after the smaller of the 2.
All right. So draw. You're gonna for each of your. It's only W2, which was stationary this turn, wasn't it? So
yes,
he's the only one who can attack.
Yeah.
So yeah. So do a search with him. I'm on ID3.
It is a 0. So I found you.
You did. Yeah. Okay. So submarine combat. Alright, so submarine combat table. So I know you're there. So you're on ID2. So Wolfpack has been identified. Views visibility is a +1 for you. Number of subs in the Wolfpack -2. So how many subs are you attacking with?
Let me check. I got a private message from someone asking to join our channel to watch, join our room to watch. I don't know what that's about.
Well, just given the link.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna.
Well,
Yeah.
that's...
Okay, let me... No, it was like he wanted to join our vassal room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't
Probably
know.
get a lot more
Not
out
sure.
of joining the live stream rather than...
Yeah, I know.
So,
okay, so Wolfpack 2, we're sitting with 1 sub.
1 sub, okay. So is... Okay, so that makes no difference. You no destroyers or escorts. So that doesn't do it. So yeah, just a +1 on a D10 for submarine combat table. See when you get to attack.
Okay. I need an 8, correct?
No, this is just to see the attack sequencing. Although I think it's probably a bit moot to see if you get to attack at all.
Oh, okay.
Remember, there's the submarine combat. So there's the torpedo attack table, which we'll get to, but you need the submarine combat table to see what the sequencing of the attacks, as opposed to anti-submarine and how many submarines actually get to attack.
Okay.
So 1d10 there you'll need.
3.
A 3 goes to a 4 is just enough. Good. Yes, you get to attack. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Before and after. Yes. Yeah. So you get to attack, and you get to attack first. So that's good enough. That's great. Right. So torpedo attack table. So what have we got? We have. Let me just get the. What's in task force 4? And our battle display up somewhere to be. So we have. Oh, yeah. You have to. Yeah, you have to name a type. But I'm telling you, there's just cruisers. So you're just going to pick cruisers. So I think actually I don't show you anything. You just fire. I think, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So I don't think there's any modifiers.
Okay, so it's just 1d10.
Yes.
And an 8.
Oh, that's a hit. And you're
Okay.
against cruisers. So another 1d10. You want some high. Something high.
Yes.
7.
Seven.
Probably do. It does. You'll sink one of the cruisers. Well done.
Oh, good. Some good news.
Some revenge. Some revenge, indeed. Okay, so that was HMS London.
No, my wolf packs are not finished yet.
Well,
you've kicked a beehive.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Okay, yeah. So that's submarine combat. That's all you can do, I think, isn't it? Yeah, it's the only
Yes.
task forces you've seen. So yeah. So you're down. There's no surface combat, presumably. Combined forces, and then it's the fuel phase.
Okay. I might actually want to combine forces here.
Okay.
See what we've got here. Now the question is, if I wanted to combine 2 wolf packs, but one of them is a 0 and one of them is a 2, which marker do I keep on the board?
I think it's the worst one. Let me check.
Okay. Oh, we're up to 7 people on the stream now.
Well, yeah, welcome everybody. It's a
Yeah.
lovely number. Yeah, got a bit about splitting.
I mean, it would certainly make sense if it was the worst of the two.
Yeah, hide behind the hidden units.
Because then it would be a little too gamey. I could just like, oh, I'm a 3, I'll just combine with a 0 and disappear again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll have that as red, but
be...
I can't find it at the moment. I think we can...
It's fine. We can just stick with
yeah,
just the worst of the two.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay. All right. That's all of my combined forces at the moment.
Right. Good, okay. So fuel phase.
We are all okay on fuel. Oh, unless we advance the turn marker.
Yep.
I just haven't moved 3, so it doesn't change, correct? If I were to move 3 spaces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so... Right, so day 13 PM, which is night turn. So we'll do some random events then. A6. Oh, sorry, weather. Sorry, let's do the weather, did I? This is the weather roll, and the weather roll for a 6 is, yes, it's still boring. Reduced visibility.
Reduced visibility.
Yes. And I've got a 13 for random events. It's a little high. I'm used to. Elusive target. If the weather is poor, select one ship in an allied convoy that is immune to air attacks this turn. Well, yeah, you can't get my convoys anymore, so that's irrelevant. Okay, no photo reconnaissance and naval movement. The only forces are my task forces that you can see, so I can then move things. So we will move to 1, 2, and we will stand up. That will go 1, 2, and stand up. This one will go.
Oh, I see. You got what you wanted, and now you run away.
Indeed. What's the point in chasing shadows here? And so this guy will move 1, 2. This guy 1, 2. This guy 1, 2. That'll do. Yeah. That'll be it. Yeah, so there's no point, no sense in hanging around for one torpedo boat and a destroyer. We've got what we came for. So that's our naval movement, and air movement. I'll keep shadowing because why not? Reconnaissance segment. So we will attempt to still shadow Task Force 2 of yours. I'll cast together, reshuffle, and we're at night. Reduce visibility. Air is a blank, so he goes home. So the shadow marker goes away. He goes back to Sombra. I'm not going to bother with Air Sector Iceland. No air combat, no submarine combat, no surface combat. So over to you.
I'm not worth the time now. I'm not worth the time. Not going to waste your resources.
So yeah, so over to you. Your random event
All
segment.
right. 2 dice. We have a 10.
Okay. Port reconnaissance. If a day turn, it's not a day turn, but you could conduct further reconnaissance of Arkhangelsk and Murmansk, which is not very useful. Okay. So your naval movement.
All right.
For those who've just joined, you've actually missed most of the action for the turn, and it's looking up very close to end of game here anyway. So in the last couple of sessions, we've had the Admiral Scheer has been bullying British convoys, a particular British convoy trying to make it to Iceland, and did very well out of it as well. Scored quite a few hits on merchant ships, but then was crippled by an attack by Fleet Arm Albacores from HMS Victorious, and so was crawling back to Germany, and unfortunately was then revisited.
Then the Albacores came back.
Yeah, the Albacores came back and finished the job off in quite stunning style, actually. It was quite a roll. And and then the rest of the home fleet turned up and chewed through a few destroyers and torpedo boat escorts as well, but took some losses. And then a U-boat popped up and sank HMS London cruiser. So lots of blood on both sides, really, for this game. So for a game that's a lot of hidden movement and difficult to find things, particularly with reduced visibility for most of the almost 99% of the game, there's been quite a lot of losses here. So the totting up of the victory points will be interesting. Hope you hang around for that. It might take a little while just to check.
All right, that is it for my movement.
Right. Okay. So reconnaissance segment.
Suppose we'll see what we can see out here.
Okay.
There's Sector Trondheim and the Condor there.
Okay.
So shuffle those cards. So air sector Trondheim, night, reduced visibility. Air is an S, which is nothing.
Yeah, it's not being
He's
currently
not being
shadowed.
So then the Condor, air, night, reduced visibility is nothing. Okay, back to Trondheim.
Right, so you've got a couple of units.
Oh yes, yeah. The Wolfpacks up there. Okay. So Wolfpack 2 is a force.
Yep.
Night, reduced visibility.
0707, yep.
Is a 3, which is nothing.
No. It's just hidden.
And then got Wolfpack 7. Night, reduced visibility. Nothing. And that's it.
Okay.
All right.
So, no particular combat.
I think that's my turn.
Yeah. You haven't found anything, so can't really do any combat. So yeah, that's down to combined forces, and then fuel.
Nope. None yet.
Right. So I suspect that's the end of the game because all of my task forces are in port.
And mine will be in next turn. So.
Yeah.
I don't know if we really have to do another turn.
No, I think it.
Just
Yeah. So once all convoys are in port and one side has all task forces.
oh, I see. Okay.
That'll be the end. That'll be the end of the scenario.
Okay.
I believe that's the case. I'm just trying to check. That's correct. I think it is. Operation ends when all convoys are in port to their destination. Either A, all task forces of one player, allied or Axis are in port, or B, after the day 15 PM turn. So we're on 13 PM at the moment. Whichever comes first. So I'm all in. All my task forces are in, and all convoys are in destinations. So that is the end of the operation.
All right.
Okay. So we've just got the VPs to count up. So,
Yes.
Right. So, and pretty much a VP versus VP, and whoever has more wins, basically. So, are there anything special on the scenario as far as so special rules? So, has the light cruiser Kenya entered a British port by the end of the game? The answer is yes. He is actually in hex 1107. He's that guy here. So he has brought the 10 tons of gold bullion from Russia as part of the Anglo-Russian trade agreement. So we got the cold home. So I think that's the only special. Yes. Okay. So +2 to me so far. So convoys. Okay, so loaded merchant ships. So my loaded merchant ships were going to Murmansk, and how many got there? This is C1, and the C1 we have merchant ships is 7, 10. Okay, so I get +10 for that, so I'm 12, but it's 2 VPs for each one which has sunk. So that convoy started off with. So if you can you keep a running total, Jordan, that'd be great.
Oh, yep. Sorry. Let me write that down.
So currently I'm +12. Started off with 18, so that's 8 lost at 2 VPs each. That's 16. So we'll be on -4. So the minus number is an Axis victory, plus number is an Allied victory. So you're on -4 so far. Right. Okay, so get no VPs out of positive VPs out of QP6 going to Reykjavik because they're not carrying anything. So I think there's 1 VP per ship lost. So QP6 started in Murmansk and had 18. It now has considerably less. That's C2. It has 10. So it's another -10 for those convoy ships. So I think we're -14 now.
-14, okay.
Yeah. Convoy arrival. Unless at least 3/4 of an Allied convoy arrives at its destination, subtract an additional half VP for every merchant ship that fails to arrive, unless specifically exempt. Well, there's none. So there were 16 merchant ships down from both convoys. So that's half a VP for each of those, because they started off with 18, and so I would have needed 14 to come through, and both of them came back with 10. So that's half a VP for each of those. So that's another minus 8 VPs for the convoy arrival.
So that's minus 21.
Okay. Right. Task forces. Deduct VPs if Allied ships leave patrol white stations. Well, I did leave it, but I was allowed to. If I didn't leave it illegally, so there's nothing there. Also add, or subtract depending on which side, VPs for ships in task forces at critical fuel during a victory point phase. So I don't think you guys were quite in critical fuel yet, were they?
They were not, no.
Oh, okay, so nothing for that. Command points. Any command points used? So I used 2. I think it was 2, because there was 2 capital ships left, or 2 heavy ships. Does the carrier class as a heavy ship? I'm not sure it does actually. Let me just check. Yes, they are. So that's two VPs. There's another minus 2 for my two command points. You must have spent a command point for Scheer.
No, Scheer came in as reinforcements, I think.
Oh yeah, you had
I
the
don't
special
think I
conditions.
had to.
Yeah, Scheer made each point without spending a command point, so that's fine. Yeah, that was a draw. Yeah, you did a chip draw at the beginning of the game. Okay, so what are we currently at?
Currently at minus 22.
Okay. So other ships lost. To look at the unit chart. Victory points have sunk. So right. So on my side, I lost a cruiser, which a heavy cruiser is sunk by Axis. They're minus 6 for that. I also lost. Just checking how many torpedo boats and destroyers are 1 each, and I would have lost. I think that's another 3. Oh no, sorry, that's right. So it's just 1. It was 1 DD and 1 escort from that. Yeah. So DD escort is nothing. DD is another minus 1 on my side.
Okay.
Now on your side, so as a battle cruiser sunk by allies is plus 30.
Holy crap.
Yes. I got lots of cruisers. You don't have many pocket battleships. A destroyer Is it?
Hang on just a second. Let me.
Yeah.
This isn't cooperating. So plus 30 for the
Scheer.
battle cruiser. Okay.
Was it 3 destroyers?
Yes, 3 destroyers.
So that's another plus 6. And
Okay.
3 torpedo boats?
Yes.
Which is plus 3. You didn't lose any submarines.
Nope.
I didn't lose any aircraft. Did you lose any aircraft strength points?
I think I lost.
Maybe 1?
Yeah, I think I lost 1 from Bardufoss.
Yeah, let's do it. So
it was a
no.
Ju-88.
No, they're both. Yes. Yeah, there was a 2. Actually, that guy there shouldn't have come from Bardufoss. I'm not sure where. Maybe he was meant to be somewhere else. Yeah, so 1 point there. So 1 point to Ju-88.
Oh, he might have been at Bonnock. I just might have put him in Bardufoss. Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, but it's the right designation for Bardufoss, but he should have been 2 points, not 1. So that must have been the loss.
Yeah, that was a loss. I remember you shot down one of them.
So you're a medium bomber, so that's another plus 1.
Okay.
And I think that's it. So you give us the big number.
We are sitting now currently at a total of 11.
11. So that's an Allied victory. Okay, and it was all down to the Scheer, wasn't it?
Yes, it was all account of the Scheer. I did not think it would be 30 victory points. Holy crap!
Yes. Well, all those ships, all those merchant ships. What was that? 16, 32 plus 8. It's like 40 points or something. 40 points. I think.
Yeah, we get down to the lowest we went was negative 29.
Yeah. So.
But that Scheer just ruined all of that.
Popped it up. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, not. I mean, plus 11's not a huge gap anyway.
I learned a very, very, very valuable lesson today.
Yes, I think summons to Berlin, I think, is probably in order.
Yes, yeah.
The Russian front for you, I think.
Well, I'd have to change branches because I don't know what naval forces are going to be fighting in the Black Sea or Baltic Sea. Well, I guess the Baltic Sea.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, well, I think there's been a lot of pain on the British side as well. There's 2 convoys kind of halved, or practically halved in size. That's a lot of ships lost. Was it 18 merchant ships on each side lost? I think, yes. 8 on 8 on the other.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that's quite a big fight there. Good. Well, anyway, that's probably a place to end the live stream. What do you think of the game in general?
Oh, I love it. It's quite a great game. Yes.
Do you actually have a copy?
I do not know, okay. But I put it on my wish list, Noble Knight, and I got an email just a couple days ago that they have one in stock. So
oh, right, okay.
That might be something that it was partially punched, so we'll see. We'll see if.
Yes, and I understand there's a P500 out for an expansion for this as well, which hasn't done that well. I think I'm down for it. I think it's about the Norway invasion. As part of the Norway invasion, as a particular expansion for that, which is on P500 anyway. So if anybody's interested on that, But yeah, I do most of my gaming solo, as most of the channel probably know, and so it's good to get the opportunity to try this game out, because I've had it for a very long time, but I've never been able to play it at all effectively, rather than just push some counters around and go, oh, that's interesting. It's with a hidden identification system. It's well,
yes,
not,
it was very tense.
it was. Yes.
Yeah.
I did actually. There was what I found was the dummies didn't seem to get too much in the way. Certainly not on my side, but I don't know about yourself, whether the dummy markers were too frustrating.
You mean like discovering dummy markers?
Yeah.
Or...
So you go through all the pain of discovering something, and it's just a dummy anyway.
I don't know. Probably the first half of the game, I was finding a lot of dummies.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
at least that's what I felt like. I was like, oh, everyone is a dummy.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. But once you kind of zeroed in on a convoy, then it was well, I think again slightly frustrating again. But when you got through with quite a lot of damage. Yes, but I think it's that search card pull for searching, which is the kind of hold your breath moments. Am I going to fight it? I know something's there, but can I find it, or can I attack it even? It's quite tense, really. Anyway, thanks everybody for popping by and watching this. So,
real quick, I just wanted to say the Norway expansion, it has made the cut.
Oh, it has. Okay.
So well, so it will be printed.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. I don't think it's on any of the radars on the timescales, but yeah. No, that's good. So yeah, there is the expansion on this as well. And yeah, sorry. So yes, that'll do for our live stream. It will hopefully I'll be back with Jordan for try something new for the channel. That'd be great if you can do that, and we'll put it together and sort something out. And on Twitter and on the channel there'll be an announcement if there is something to come. But that's it from our live stream here. And thanks very much for popping in and having a look through the whole series. And last word to you, Jordan, as always.
Thanks for joining us, everyone, and thanks for having me, Alan. Look forward to mini games in the future, hopefully.
Brilliant. Wonderful. Okay, and so cheerio, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Okay.